G'day, Tommy.
Billy, how are you, mate? Long time no see.
Long time no see, mate.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah, cheers, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good to catch up with you.
It's been a while. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited to have a quick chat.
Yeah.
So you are at Casey Station,
That's correct.
Antarctica.
That's correct.
We're midway through a winter now. It's been
Three
quite a while.
quarters, really.
Yeah.
Nearly on our way home.
Home stretch.
Yeah.
So, I've got a few questions for you people.
Far away.
People are interested. What is your role? And walk us through a normal day for you.
Normal day for me, I am one of 4 plumbers. So we've got 3 qualified plumbers, and we've got a HVAC plumber, which is a air conditioning plumber. And he's down here doing a very important job balancing all our air systems, which doesn't get done very much down here. So he's in our group of tradies, in our little plumbing group. So predominantly we look after water production, so all our drinking water, anything to do with water. We still look after water that goes into our heating. So how we heat our buildings up is via hot water. So it comes in from the waste heat that we get off the powerhouse. That waste heat, we pick it up via the water and we transport it around station through pipes, insulated pipes, and that goes into buildings, and then we grab that heat and we put it into the air conditioning system.
Yeah, right.
And that heats our buildings.
Rightio.
So that's one part.
Yep.
And then there's wastewater,
Yep.
which we've got a very good membrane system here. So 2 of the stations have got this particular waste treatment plant, and one of the stations has got the old rotational disc, and it's very it needs an upgrade, so it'll eventually get the same as what we've got here.
Yeah, rightio.
So a lot of our waste products, well, we pretty much pull all the moisture out of our waste, and all that goes out to sea, and our compost material, so the heavies, we bag up, and that goes back on the ship to mainland Australia and gets put back into the soil.
Fantastic.
So compost.
So all the water that does go to the ocean is fully clean, fresh water. You could drink it if you wanted to.
You could almost drink it. It's one step away from being drinkable.
Yeah, right.
So it's super clear. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And good for the environment.
Great
Can't
for the
complain with
environment. Great for the environment.
Too easy.
Yeah.
So with all this water, how do you stop it from freezing? So where do we get all that water from? We pull it from a melt lake behind here, I know that, but then we're using that waste heat from the generators to stop that from freezing when we pump it around stations.
That's correct, yeah. So we're very fortunate at Casey that we have that melt lake out the back. So other stations haven't got that, and for example, Davis is in a really awkward situation at the moment where they use reverse osmosis to pull the salt, so that they're literally getting water from the sea and treating that and removing the salt. And
right.
it's a very it's a very arduous process, and they can only do it in the summertime.
Yep.
So they've got to store up water for the entire winter. So they watch their tanks go down day by day, and they've got to have bird baths because they just haven't got enough water. Whereas here we have got the luxury of just having water on tap. Really, it's great. There's a section of water out there that doesn't freeze under the ice for whatever reason, and we can draw from that. We've got tanks inside, so we've got 2 70,000 litre tanks and 1 90,000 litre tank, and they're all full, and they're in a warm building, so they stay warm. And then we pump that round station via those pipes I was talking about, but the pipes are very heavily insulated. So they've got a metal sheathing around them. They've got a bit like your foamer inside that metal sheathing. And then they're either copper or plastic pipes. And they've also got a heat trace, so a little electric blanket pretty much running along the bottom of that pipework.
Yep.
And keeps the electricians busy because they get faulted out all the time, all that heat trace.
Yeah.
And so sections can stop working, and so they're straight onto that because you don't want that section freezing. So
yeah, that'd be a big problem.
Massive problem. So that's pretty much how we circulate the water around station
Oh,
via those
fantastic.
pipes. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So, the big one is, are you enjoying yourself, Billy? And is this the sort of experience you expected?
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, I really do. It's got like work is good. Work is engaging, and it's there's a good variety of work.
Yeah.
And I've got a good crew that good plumbing crew, and then station life is a whole lot of fun as well. We do, as you know, we do
Yeah.
dark games and crazy dress up nights and medieval nights and a whole bunch of fun. So there's always something to look forward to on station, and then getting off station's fun. Like jumping on a quad bike or a skidoo or a tractor or a whatever, or a hag or whatever's available to scoot off station and
Experience the great outdoors.
exactly. So good. Or just go for a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What do you think one of your best Casey memories would be? We've had plenty of, like you said, plenty of good times, plenty of exciting times, but what's really stuck with you?
So this is my second winter, which will allude to one of your further questions down the track. But my first winter was at Mawson, and we got to go out to the emperor penguin colonies quite frequently, and that was pretty cool. Like that's probably seeing those colonies would be my one of the highlights really, because there's not that many people on Earth that would get to see that that group of birds. And so was that it was the animal question, wasn't it?
Yes, I did ask further down. What is your favourite Antarctic animal and the favourite hut you visited?
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm jumping ahead.
That's fine. We can do that. We're flexible.
So emperor penguin would be the favourite animal, and
they're quite tall, aren't they?
Yeah, they're kind of about here.
Yeah, right.
And they come right up to you. I mean, we're not allowed to go up to them.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to stay away. But if we sit still and they walk up to us, that's fine.
Yeah.
But they literally have no fear of you. They just walk right up and want to check you out.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. And so we spend whole days out there just kind of hanging out with them. It's really cool just watching. We saw the eggs, and then we saw the eggs hatch, and we saw the chicks grow, and then they carry the chicks out on their feet to say hello to you, and and they just love kind of they're very inquisitive and love getting around you. So that was kind of cool, and where they live too, they're on like there's only 3 colonies apparently that are on land in the entire world, I think. So and all the others are on sea ice, moving sea ice.
Yeah.
So these guys come back to the same spot every year, and they're usually sheltered in amongst really tall icebergs, so they get a bit of protection from the wind.
Yeah.
But fascinating. And the hut would probably have to be some really pretty cool huts around here.
Yes.
I don't know, huts are a hard one because there's a lot of good ones. I'd say Jack's is pretty good.
Yeah.
And then probably at Mawson, maybe Feng Hut or Henda is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all pretty good. Yeah.
But Jack's is the place to be.
Jack's the place to be.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's got a good dunny.
The Dunny's awesome. The old track excavator cab.
Yeah.
I know, as you said, you've already done a winter before, but going back to your first winter, what was your biggest worry or concern going into a winter?
Just the people that you're going in with, really. You know in yourself that you can go through the winter, right? But the unknown is, I guess, the people that are around you. So are they going to be crazy people, or are they going to be nutters, or do you know what I mean? But you get it. You kind of become a family by the end and get to know one another, and you're just a big family group. So it's terrific, really. Like just it's a great way to get to know people, you get to know them fairly intimately, because you you know a lot of their habits, and it's kind of cool, really. So that would probably be your biggest worry, even my second time around, because you never know. I guess that's the unknown. All the other knowns are, the station, there's water, you're going to be safe.
Yeah.
All that sort of thing. Well, safe to a degree, but but the people, I guess, are the unknown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. That is certainly true. I know I had that that in the back of my mind as well.
Yeah.
What is the one thing at Casey that you'd hate to live without? What are you sort of pretty attached to? I know you've got your special mug here. It's pretty, your name on it. No sharing mugs, but what is there?
Well, this is going to be a real nerdy, boring sort of one, but I've mentioned it prior. It is the Melt Lake.
Yeah.
I reckon. Like, the Melt Lake's pretty cool. If we didn't have that, I wouldn't enjoy my time here as much, because probably one reason I don't want to go to Davis is because I don't want to be doing a bird bath, for a whole winter. So
definitely.
So I just appreciate having a shower and a warm shower at the end of the day. And I think, it's great. We're going to Melt Lake out there that was just got heaps of water. So that's kind of a nerdy one, but that's
certainly not. So water security is great for the plumber's mental health.
Definitely. Yeah.
Oh, too easy.
Yeah.
So, and we touched on this. So you are a returner. You've been to Mawson a few years ago.
So 2021, 23. So 20. So not last year, the year before. So I came home last year.
Yeah.
In March last year. Yeah.
And then backed it up with a second one.
Yeah. And then so in that 1 year, so 22, I was at the beginning of the year I was at Mawson, and then at the end of the year I was at Casey.
Yeah, rightio.
Yeah.
The big one. It's very big. So you certainly enjoy it.
Yeah.
What sort of advice would you have for a newcomer coming in? They've just decided that, yes, I'm going to do it. It's my first time, just like I was.
Yeah.
And rock on in. What advice would you have for a newcomer? Back crashing straight into a winter.
Yeah, okay. Bring plenty of different clothes. I think for me, I didn't bring enough clothes my initial time down, and you kind of get sick of wearing the same thing day in, day out. So it's nice just throughout the year, putting on a new set of shoes, or or have plenty of undies. Just you kind of, because I know my first winter I didn't bring enough undies down, and they're all getting a bit stretchy because they've been through the wash that many times, and so I definitely prepared myself this year and brought plenty of those, and a few more shirts, just different, mix it up a bit, a few different jumpers, lots of shoes, because you can plant shoes all around station.
Yeah, that's true, I've seen that.
And you kind of come in, kick your outside boots off and put your inside boots on, and and then just your personal things, whatever you're into, like cameras and GoPros and all those sort of things. Spare phone is sometimes good.
Yes, I like that. Cracked mine and got pretty stressed pretty quick, thinking I was in strife there, but got lucky.
Yeah. So, things like that, but I wouldn't overpack, So I've seen some people just bring half their house down, and it's just like, you've only got to transport all that stuff back home again.
Yes.
I think just be practical with what you bring down. Yeah.
Yeah, have you got quite a few photos of your family and things like that in your room? Like, I think a lot of people really set up their rooms quite nicely, which helps that homey feel.
Yeah, I've got I have. I've got some good photos of my family in my room, and I get good calendars. So I get I'll choose a calendar before I come down of lots of green, or green trees or flowers, or for me that kind of helps. And then when the month goes past, I'll pin it up, and I'll have a whole wall of nice landscapes or something to look at, and just kind of
something to soothe the mind.
Yeah, you kind of, because just all you see down here is white. So it's nice to see a bit of green.
Oh, fantastic. A good way to do it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So more of a fun one.
Yeah.
If you were stuck in Jack's hut your favourite hut, and you're in a blizzard for a week.
A week.
Yeah. You have to pick 3 expeditioners from Casey
Yeah.
to be stuck in there with you.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll choose you because you're a funny guy, and I would be laughing the whole time.
Yeah. Makes it a lot easier.
And we'd go down laughing anyway.
That's true.
Possibly a chef, maybe Claire, because then we get
convenient.
fed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ray's pretty good because
He's very handy.
super handy.
Yeah.
But maybe Chezza, I think, because Chezza is a bit like you. He's
Great value.
great value, up for a laugh, and nothing seems to bother him really.
That's it. Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better companion to be stuck in a hut with. Oh, that's a good choice. And one more, I didn't put on the list, but I've only just thought of it that I'd like to ask. What's your next adventure? Where are you going next after getting home? Sea of White. Get off that plane. What are you doing?
My life is, I've just got adventure after adventure rattling through my head. So, really, this trip down here is just an interval between 2 motorbike trips, really.
Fantastic.
So, motorbike trip from home to Tassie, and then I'm looking forward to the motorbike trip from Tassie to home again.
Yep.
So that's kind of, I'm looking forward to, that's a big one. And then, then kind of settle back in at home, kind of, New England, New South Wales, and do some little trips around Aussie, but also maybe eventually, like in the next few years, head over to England again for a number of years and jump on a narrowboat. My wife and I are looking at buying a narrowboat outright, a nice comfy one, and sailing off in the sunset around the English canals for a few years. That's a starting point anyway. So if it goes for more than a few years, then yeehaw. But that's one, and then there's plenty more after that.
Yeah.
I've got lots, but
Can't wait to hear
I
it.
haven't got enough. Yeah. I haven't got enough years left.
Oh, that's true.
Left in me to, So I've got to hurry up.
Make the best of what you
Yeah,
got.
exactly.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time, Billy. I appreciate it, sir.
Pleasure,
That was
Tommy.
great.
It's a pleasure.
And we'll see you around.
For sure, mate. Thanks, mate.